case. We've been following it closely for a while. With us now in studio, legal analyst Pat Fanning. We've talked about this. Jason Giles and Vanessa Mata didn't put on a defense. Their attorneys trying to point to Sean Alfordish like he was the one. These people didn't know. Is that something that the jury's buying?
That's not an unusual strategy. Blame it on the dead guy, blame it on the guy who's not in the room. The problem is where you have one guy testified he participated in at least 80 staged wrecks. How can you be involved in that much and not sooner or later wake up? And so I don't think you're going to be able to say it was all Sean. He brought these in and he kept it a secret from us that they were staging these. Sooner or later, all the wrecks at the same location and the same MO and the same people involved. Hard sell.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Something else that's not lost on anybody who drives around in town, how high our insurance premiums are. I mean, do you think, even if they're not supposed to necessarily consider this, that, you know, a juror may be like, oh, is this the reason, you know, our insurance is so high? Do you think that that could weigh in with a juror?
Yeah, well, normally insurance companies are not well loved by people, you know, that have to pay those premiums. The government cannot go to the jury and say, you and you are paying higher insurance rates, but they can come in and say, everyone has to pay higher insurance rates because of these kind of activities. And so I think it's the jurors are not going to be enamored with the insurance companies having to pay, but they don't like paying those high premiums. And tort reform is an issue that's in the legislature every year. We have to do something about all these fraudulent cases and the effect they have on the system. So that's all working against the defendants in this case.
Talk to us a little bit about the timeline. We are hearing Travers say that closing arguments are underway. Maybe they'll have that for another hour or so. Is this something where this point in the afternoon that the judge could charge the jury and send them back to deliberate at this hour?
You know, typically in state court, they let jurors stay a long time. But in federal court, my experience, which is a very long experience, is that judges want to send them home at 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, if they finish closing arguments an hour from now at 5:30, they take a break, they do the jury charge, which is an absolute cure for insomnia. And then the jurors, you slap them in the face and wake them up and say, okay, now go get them, boys. You know, and it's like 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the evening. Normally, it would be that the judge would say, come back tomorrow morning and start your deliberations. Okay. But maybe Judge Vitter just thinks it might not be too long a deliberation. Let's see if we can end it tonight.
Okay, well, 3 weeks of trial and testimony. Maybe they can wrap it up tonight. We certainly will be standing by. Thank you, legal analyst Pat Fanning. For more on the staged Rex trial, you can go right now to our Instagram page for a full digital read.